Hello friends, welcome to Data Making. In this video, we are going to discuss about how to access HBase component in Data Making VM2. If you have not got this VM, please send us a request through below link which is described in the description section of the video. Before starting the VM, please subscribe to my channel and click on bell button to get notification whenever I add new videos. Okay, let's open the VM. Okay, so I opened my VM. Okay, so before starting the VM, okay, so if you want to actually basically you can log into the VM and you can work on open the terminal and you can work on it. Say example, if you want to do um, if you want to connect from your Windows machine to this VM machine, okay, through putty utility and then work on this outside VM. So what you need to do is basically click on the imported VM and click on settings. Okay, then go to the network section. Okay, and then you will see that adapter 1 which is enabled with network adapter like attached to NAT. Okay, so click on the next tab which is adapter 2, which will be not enabled by default, like it will be like without enabling. Okay, so in the adapter 2, click on the enable network adapter and from the drop down choose host only adapter. Okay, and then followed by this, anyway the VirtualBox host only Ethernet adapter will be automatically chosen, or you can choose that. Okay, and then click on OK. Once you click on OK button, then you can start the VM. So it is going to so launch your VM. Okay, so now once you VM is open, you need to find out the IP address through which you can connect from the your host machine using a putty utility. Okay, let's VM get opened. So then once VM is opened, we can open a terminal and then type a command called ifconfig, ifconfig, which will list you the IP address of that VM machine. I will tell you the steps. I will log in with the user data making, the password also same. Let me close all this. Still it is opening. Yeah, it opened. Okay, so I'll go to the terminal. Okay, type ifconfig. Okay, you see this, there is a IP address showing 192.168.56.105. So this is IP address you need to take. So basically there will be IP address localhost IP address 127.0.1 and other will be something like that. You can ignore that. You take the IP address which is ranging from 192.168, so and followed by it will be a different IP address for you. So the starting address will be like 192.168 dot followed by the water number. Take this IP address, open a putty terminal. Okay, here you can type. Okay, so username is data making at the rate. So I'm going to provide that IP address. Okay, so what is IP address? 192.168.56.105. Okay, so I'm going to click on open. So it is going to ask the password. Type the password. Data making. So now we were able to access the VM from our Windows machine itself using a putty utility. Now we can do whatever we want to, whatever we do on the opening the VM and opening the terminal and do the commands which you want to do, everything we can do it here. Okay, so now we are going to actually start the HBase service or daemons in the HBase service, and we are going to create a table and select table like few CRUD operation we want to do, create, read, update, delete, okay, kind of things. So what we are going to do is basically, first thing is you need to check what are the services running using a JPS command. For HBase, Zookeeper need to be available, so which is already started by as a system service now, and also HBase needs a dependency of SDFS service. So SDFS service should be on. So we'll start HBase HDFS service like start hyphen dfs.sh. So it is going to start the name node and data node. Once it is started, we will start the HBase service. Based on your VM configuration, the memory configuration, it will be little slow. Okay, so yeah, it is started. So basically, I have a set of commands to do that. So I will give this commands in the description section of this video. Please follow that comments. If you have any queries, you can actually post it in the comment section of this video. I am happy to help you. So now HDFS service started. You see this, there is a process or daemon called name node and data node secondary name node. Now let's start hbase.sh. So it is going to start. You can ignore this warning or messages. So basically it is going to start two process. One is master, which is called hmaster in HBase. Also it's a NoSQL database which also follows master slave architecture. So there will be a master, it's called as hmaster, and there will be a region server. What is region server? It is a slave node in HBase architecture which is going to hold the data. Okay, HBase is a NoSQL data store, right? So now let us check the process which is running. So you see there is a HBase master process and a H region server. Okay, now everything is ready. Now we can go to the HBase CLI. What is the command to go to HBase CLI? HBase space shell, which is going to launch the CLI command line interface for HBase. There we can actually create a table, insert a data into table, and you can delete the table data and as well as drop the table. Okay, I am going to have the set of commands. So basically, to first we'll actually try to select existing tables in the HBase. Okay, for that you can issue a command called list. Okay, if we say list, it is going to show me the list of tables available in the HBase. It is taking some time. So let me check meanwhile what is happening on the. So you can just right click on the duplicate on your terminal, and you can open another session of the data making VM. I'll just pass the password. Okay, I'll go to the installation location of the HBase, which is in the home folder. We have software, then we have HBase, HBase -2, and you have log folder. Let's go and check the logs, what is happening. I don't see any error, but still it is just hanging. Okay. So it's trying some kind of retry. Okay. It's not come. Okay. Let me check. Is there any issue in the region server? Just check this log. It's all info logs here. Okay, let me stop it. Again, launch it. Okay, now we'll try to create a table. Okay, so to create a table, HBase table, you have to use the command. It is actually HBase is not having any query layer. Okay, so like to write a sophisticated create table name followed by columns. All the so you don't have those such kind of query layer. What it has is simple commands. So you have to use the create command followed by table name, and then you have to provide the column family. So HBase is a columnar database. You need to define a column family, and you can insert a you can insert a column like value to the column during while adding the data to the table. So that's what it is. Not a schema um, based database, it's schemaless. Okay, so you need, while inserting data only, you need to give the column name. Okay, so you just say create table name column family 1, which is personal information I just given as p info, and official information as o info. These two are column family. Okay, so this table is going to have a two column family. Okay, let me run this command. Okay, saying something problem, saying still hmaster is initializing, is asking to wait, but it is taking long time. It cannot be so much time. Okay, still it is throwing error. So what we'll do is basically we'll try to format it. Okay, format our HDFS. Okay, I'll go to data making. Okay, I will stop the HBase. You can run from here as well. First what I'll do is I'll just quickly stop the VM. Means stop the HBase service. You can say stop hbase.sh. So generally it will not happen, but somehow due to the I don't know whether some files are corrupted. I don't know whether it's not the HBase HMaster is not getting up. Okay, so let's put GPS. Okay, HBase is stopped. Let me stop the HDFS as well, which is stop DFS. Okay, so let's run. So I'll go to the um, I will open there is a HBase data. I'll just go and it's Hadoop, right? So sorry. Okay, so HBase data. I'll remove the whatever data in temp folder, and also I think Zookeeper there's no data. Now I'll come back to the Hadoop folder, Hadoop data folder. I will remove that as well. I'll remove whatever the data in data node, and then a name node. I'll remove all the data, and also secondary name node is no data is available, and then temp also there is no data available. Okay, now we cleared all this metadata. Let's format the HDFS. HDFS. Basically, it should not, we should not do like if we are already using the HD data in HDFS and stuff. Right now we don't have much no data in that, so I'm just formatting it. So you should be careful when you do this operation. It's going to wipe off your all the HDFS data. I'll just say name node, HDFS name node format. So it is formatted. Now let's start the again HDFS. So start dfs.sh. So once HDFS daemons are started, again I will start the HBase service. Okay, meanwhile I'll go through the commands so that we'll quickly run it and check. So then this is a employee table created table name employee to column family. So if you want to insert data into HBase table, you can insert only say, column by column. Like you need to provide put. You have to use the command called put, and then table name followed by row key. Row key is nothing but in HBase it's kind of primary key column. So with the row key is important. With the row key only, it is going to identify your data. So, okay, so it's kind of primary key in HBase table. So row key followed by in first example say this is employee ID. For employee ID 1, what is the name? What is the name of that employee? So P info column family colon. This is the column name. Basically, we call it as qualifier. Okay, column qualifier. Okay, so column family and qualifier forms the column actually. And what is the value? 7. And if you want to insert a email, okay, this is going to be official information. Okay, so if you want to insert the value to the email column, you have to do like this. So similarly, each put operation is for one a column value in a particular row like that. Okay, and if you want to select the table, you have to use the scan command. If you want to select only particular row, you need to use the get command and provide the row key. Okay, so let us create this table. So let us start now. Start HBase dot sh. Now check the daemons. HMaster region server, already everything is there. Just type HBase shell. Okay, so let me go through the commands. Scan is to select all the data records from the table. Get is particular row from the table. And if you want to delete the record, you need to use the command called delete and table name followed by row key. It will delete the entire row. If you want to drop the table, you have to do two operations. One is disabling the table and then dropping the table. Okay, this is how we need to do. Okay, now let's run these commands. It looks like again some issue. Okay, so it has come. Just type list. Okay, there's no table available as of now. If you see this here, in this square bracket, the table name will come. So let me run our create table script, which is command. It is not a G script. So I'll just say create table. It is created. So HBase table employee is created. Just type a list. So fast. Earlier there are some metadata problems, so we cleared both HBase uh, data folder as well as the SDFS data folder, and we formatted SDFS. It's working fine, but generally this way we should not do in a production cluster or even in development. So if you're at just a learning purpose you're doing, it's fine. Okay, so then I'm going to insert the data into the tables. Okay, so we just one column value inserted for one row, employee ID 1, email is inserted, and this is for salary. Similarly, so let me select the row. Sorry, select the data. So what command you need to use? Scan of employee table. So which is going to give like this. So this is a record for employee ID 1. What is the salary? 10k, 10,000. And what is the email value? Email ID value? sivan@gmail.com. It is going to show like this only. Okay, so if you want to, okay, let me insert the second row also. This is for employee ID 2, and then okay, this is done. Okay, now use this get command to select the second row. See here now, Arun details has come. So if you want to delete the second row, use the delete command, table name, and then followed by employee. Wrong argument 2 or 3. What is that? There's something wrong here. It is a wrong number of arguments. Table name and this is a row key. Table name at delete keyword and table name followed by row key. That should be enough. It is expecting one more column also. Okay, we'll check this. We'll check this later. Okay, so and if you want to disable the table, okay, so let me check that command. We have it somewhere. Okay, so basically you need to use delete all. Okay, so now it is deleted. I'll just correct the script also. Okay, so if you want to again check the data, use the scan method. So only first row is there. Okay, so if you want to drop a table, as I said, you need to do it in 2 steps. Disabling, if you try to drop now, drop employee, it will say employee table is enabled, disabled it first. Okay, so let us disable this. This is done. Now let's go and drop it. Okay, now check, there is no table available. So this is how you need to work with HBase in our data making VM2. Please like my video if you like the content which is provided, and also please post your queries in the comment section of this video. I'm happy to help you. Thank you so much, friends. See you in the next video.